You're watching Marcia on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. This is the most exciting thing. I'm having so much fun. And Pam, when you walked in, I said, "Isn't this fantastic, Pam Cooper? It's so good to see you."
It's great to see you too, Marcia. It's been a while.
It has indeed, but of course I've been hearing and reading so much about you, and of course on our show we look so forward to having you come back as a regular. And of course when we think about you as supervisor of Archives and Genealogy Center with our main library, actually all of our library system in the county of Indian River.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's a big responsibility.
But I will always say, and I want to just give you the credit right now, I loved it. You walked in one day and you handed me some printed copies of some old books that I had never read, but all about the Civil War. Remember that?
Yes,
and you pointed out my
long
grandfather's name. I know. Well, it wasn't during the Civil War, but it was.
No.
But this is what she can do, the archives, the genealogy, all of this. And you're having a fantastic event.
Yes.
So let's very briefly, in this first intro into this particular show, tell our viewers, if you will, what the event is all about, and then we'll really get specific.
Most importantly, understand that this is 300 years since the shipwrecks of the 1715 fleet.
Oh.
So we are commemorating. It's not a celebration, it's a commemoration because so many lives were lost.
Oh, yes.
And it was 11 of 12 ships that went down, and they're all down from Fort Pierce to Cape Canaveral, and the majority of them seem to be within the Vero Beach, Sebastian area, and there's still a lot to be dug up out there. And it is, ever since I started working on this, I have learned so much myself.
Oh, I can imagine.
There's no end to learning about this because history, of course, is always so much fun to learn about.
And it's always so enlightening, too, because you say, oh, my golly, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, we're having it in so many wonderful ways, the way you're explaining it, and how all of our viewers will have an opportunity to really be a part of it. When we talk about the 1715 fleet, where did they literally come from?
They actually, Spain had sent them to go to South America and Mexico to pick up silver and gold and lots of other items that they imported, back to Spain. And of course, Spain relied heavily on the silver and gold. And South America, I was absolutely blown away at how many mines they had down there that was actually run by slaves in the 1600s. This is 1715.
And this was down
South America. You're talking about, they called it New Granada at the time, but today it's Colombia, Bogota, Peru. It's that whole area that's in northwest South America, and it's just absolutely incredibly interesting.
Do you know everything that you mentioned? And of course, the moment you mention Bogota, Colombia, and everybody knows somebody who maybe best friends that have family down there that maybe go way back into that.
Yes.
And I know of one that I'm going to get out here too, and I'll tell you about him. Oh, wow. Going to come right back, hold all those thoughts, because we're talking with Pam Cooper about all of these wonderful things that are going on in our community and in the archive. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Well, welcome back, everyone. And as I promised, we are holding our thought because now with Pam Cooper telling us all about this exciting event coming up. Everyone loves history, Pam Cooper. So talk to me about what we can expect when we attend and what you're really doing with all of this.
Well, that's the best part about it. We are collaborating with the 1715 Fleet Society, and they have their own website with the calendar of their events with our events. So anybody can go to their website as well as ours and see all the different events that are happening from Monday, the 27th of July, through Friday, the 31st. 5 days of events. Absolutely incredible. On Monday, we're going to have authors of, I think we have approximately 12 to 15 authors. We just got a brand new one yesterday, so I know that, you know, they keep coming out of the woodwork.
Sure.
There's so many authors who are also divers and salvagers who love to write about what they've done. And I think that's absolutely
That's what's
remarkable.
marvelous.
It is.
Well, you and I were just mentioning, because my good friend Bob Marks up in the Melbourne area, of course he's not going to be able to be there, but it's just over the years watching what he's done and being knighted by the Queen and going and coming back. And I wish I had known. I didn't even think about it because I have an artifact that he gave me that is just so phenomenal. When you see what's happening and when you talk to them. So you have authors coming. What about the artists?
Well, the artists are, I love maritime artists, and it's ironic because that's always been my love all my life.
Oh, really?
I had them in my home, maritime pictures. That's all I ever had. And the big galleons. That was my favorite thing to do. And anyway, we have Jim Flood from Palm Beach, who is a well-known artist, and one of his paintings, he's allowing us to use some of his paintings on our displays.
How beautiful.
And Clara Miller, who lives in Fort Pierce, is a self-taught artist, and she does a lot of the 1715 fleets as well as the East Indians, and she's really just coming out of her. She's absolutely wonderful. I think she's great. And then we also have the Vero Beach Art Club, who is going to be displaying all maritime paintings. So the whole library is going to have paintings all over, along with Karen McKee, who, I don't know if you ever heard of Arthur McKee and not McKee Jungle Gardens. They're totally different.
Arthur McKee, I was going to say, wow.
Totally different.
Totally different.
He is one of the earliest divers that used those old suits with the metal hat.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
looking like an astronaut almost.
She painted this huge 13 by 7 foot painting of her father underwater in this thing.
Oh, isn't this going to be marvelous?
It's going to be in the library.
So this is all going to take place in our library, our main library in the county of Indian River, in Florida, in the good old USA. You see, this is internet TV, so we let everybody all over the world know.
We've already have people signing up for our bus tour, which we'll talk about.
Oh, how fabulous. Yeah, we're going to take a little break and then come back because you have speakers, you have the displays, and you have a treasure hunt. We're going to talk about that as well. In this last 30 seconds, though, in this particular segment of our show, what are we going to learn? No, hold that thought. We don't even have time because we're going to learn so much. We're going to be right back.
Absolutely.
So don't go away. I'm talking with Pam Cooper. She is our supervisor of Archive and Genealogy Center at our Indian River, State of Florida, United States of America Library. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
I forgot to put bus tour on.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Well, we are back, and we only have 4 minutes, so I'm going to let Pam really tell us what we can expect. First of all, the dates of this event.
July 27th through the 31st. and it is on our website and on the 1715 Fleet Society website.
And what is your website?
And it is irclibrary.org/genealogy, and you'll see where it says commemoration. And you'll also see it on the front page of the library website.
Oh boy, if you like history, you want to be here. So we've talked a little bit about the authors and the artists. You have speakers.
We have speakers coming in on Friday. I don't know if anybody heard of Captain Bonnie Schubert, who found the
sure.
Pelican of Piety last year.
Absolutely.
She will be talking about that. We will have Captain John Brandon, and he is going to be speaking, of course, of his life with Mel Fisher and all of his diving adventures. And I love Carl Fismer. He is such a neat guy. He has been all over, done many, many sites, and he's worked with Mel Fisher also. So those three people are our main speakers. And in addition, we are going to have a singer called Al Scortino, who is also local here, who's written a song about the Spanish shipwrecks.
Oh, boy.
We also have a video that we're going to be doing. We think we're the only ones that have a video of the last time that the Real 8 group came together with Kip Kelso.
Yes.
And in fact, the family, I don't think they've ever seen it. So Dr. Kelso and I worked together to bring them together. And back in 1997, I don't know if you remember Takachali, and I have videotaped them. Not that great, but that's what we're going to be showing.
Well, now, I just want to remind everybody who's just tuning in, I said I wasn't going to interrupt, but I want them to know we're talking about the 1715 event. That's when all that fleet, how many in the fleet?
There were 12 and 11 of them sank.
Oh boy, and you have coins, don't you? Beautiful coins.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that's going to be exciting, because the speakers as well as the authors will be bringing in their own personal displays. We're not, because of security, we're very careful about what we're going to have in our own displays. And speaking of our displays, we have 13 of them that we're going to be putting up in each of the libraries. And in the main library, we have 4 huge cases of displays of different things about the ships. What was on the ship? How did they dive for the gold? What were the mines? I mean, there's so much to learn.
And you have the divers, some of the divers there too, speaking, don't you?
Yes,
but there's going to be a treasure hunt.
There's going to be a treasure hunt.
We're not diving.
No, they can't dive. This is an educational treasure hunt where they will have to attend at least one event. They will have to go and look at every display, and they will have to answer questions from those displays.
How much fun.
Yes.
Are you working with our schools?
We have sent out stuff to the schools.
I hope.
One last thing is our bus tour. It's the most important.
Yes.
Margaret Weller. Remember Frogfoot Weller?
Oh, of course,
This
of course.
is his wife, and she will be doing the bus tour. And we've already got it all mapped out. We're so excited to work with her. She knows exactly where she's dived in all of these wrecks, so she knows where they are. We're going to McLarty. We're going to the Fishing Museum, having lunch at Captain Hiram's.
Boy. And the interesting thing is, I don't know where you're watching, because this is internet TV. It's Buzz TV, but we're here in Vero Beach, Florida. The Treasure Coast and all of those sunken ships are out there from the fleet of 1715, and there are still, as you mentioned, Pam Cooper, many coins and gold and everything still out there.
Washed up.
I can see everybody going out there and paddling out there. It's going to be a wonderful event.
There's laws about that.
Yes. In 30 seconds or in 15 seconds, once again, tell our viewers how they can find all this information.
They can find it on our website, irclibrary.org, or they can go to 1715 Fleet Society, go to their calendar.
Terrific.
Yeah.
And the date, once again?
It's July 27th through the 31st, Monday through Friday.
Be there and learn about it. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, I love it. Thank
you. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Okay, Simon, what do people wear?
Clothes.
That's right, so it's important to learn how to dress yourself. Here's how it's done. Shirt, underwear, pants, socks, shoes. Underwear, always first, name tag on the back. Then pants and shirt. Go ahead and put this on. Now with the shirt, you want to make sure the first button's right or you have to start all over again, okay? Socks left on left, right on right. Tying the shoes, we're going to take the laces, we're going to cross them over, we're going to turn around where the bunny goes down in the hole, pull it tight, and bunny ears. Got it?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Oh, I can tell you, this is fun. It's a little nerve-wracking for me because one of my other bosses is here with me, Karen Franke from Treasure and Space Coast Radio, and also the winner of the recent Dancing with Vero Stars. Karen, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you. Welcome back from Peru.
Oh, absolutely. And Portugal,
And
remember. It was a
Portugal.
long
So I can't keep
time.
up with your
You just
travels,
didn't
Marcia.
miss me at the station, right?
I did. I didn't know when it was Tuesday when you weren't there.
Oh, see, that's right. Well, let me tell you something, Joe. You must have gone through all of this too, haven't you? Because Joe Tessler was not only Karen's partner in this wonderful Dancing with Vero Stars, but also a teacher and now one of the best friends, from what I understand. Is that what happens when people dance together?
It can happen.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, over the years, the different students that I've had, sometimes you develop a camaraderie and sometimes you do not. But
Yeah.
usually when you do, it's strong. It's a good bond, yeah.
Well, and when you dance as long and as strenuously as you all do to get ready for Dancing with the
partnership.
Stars, wow, yes. But Joe, you are an instructor.
Mm-hmm.
You have swing-sations in 14 and 14th Avenue, and wow. What did you learn more than anything in the world, Karen Franke, when you were dancing with Joe Tessler? Now you have to be nice. You have to say.
I would never say anything not nice about Joe.
Of course not.
I learned to give up control.
Oh, did you hear that, everybody over there at Treasure Space Coast radio station? So you really followed. Is that what? And that's key, isn't it, in dancing?
Well, there's a relationship in dancing that there's a lead and a follow. And a lot of people think of that as one role being less important, but it's not. They're equal roles. If anything, the follow is more important. Without a follow, there is no lead. And also, that's the person you're showcasing and framing. So definitely there's a partnership there with equal strengths. And it's like the opposite, like the whole yin-yang thing, but they come together perfectly. And that's
Oh, what a
we-
great
we think to
explanation.
do that. Pretty good.
Absolutely. Karen, had you ever danced before? I mean, were you a dancer?
Been to the Christmas parties, Marcia. Pretty sure you know my skills on that. So.
Well, after a couple of glasses of wine, it always changed. But you must have been thrilled, because I have to say it was for such a great honor, too, because when we think also about the Healthy Start Coalition, and we think of those children, I know, Karen, you specifically talked about that all the time, that was what you were doing. You had just come off of a broken ankle or something, hadn't you?
Yes.
Before you started dancing?
When I met her, opening night, a meet and greet, she had a broken ankle.
Yes.
There's your dance partner.
It was hidden,
Oh,
though,
boy.
under a long dress.
You weren't
Yeah,
showing
nobody
anybody.
had told him, so
No.
it was kind of funny.
Well, this is what happened, and
I thought
of
you were
course,
kidding.
if you are just tuning in, we're talking with Karen Franke, who, along with her partner Joe Tessler in the Dancing with the Stars, were the winners of the overall dance contest. Yes, as you see the mirrored trophy. We're going to take a little break and then come back and talk a little bit more about the importance of working together and what really swing-sation is all about, because and also the type of dance you did at this recent Dancing with Vero Stars. So don't go away. We'll be right back, and you might even learn how to dance.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach. Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.
Well, we are back indeed with another really kind of a brief segment here before we really wrap up this particular segment on Buzz TV. And of course, that's the show that we love to tell everybody that wherever you are, you can be in Timbuktu because we are on the internet. So we are in Indian River County, right here, Vero Beach, in the good old USA. But we're talking about an event that takes place in Vero Beach and the Dancing with the Vero Stars. Joe Tessier, you are, of course, a dance instructor. Karen Franke, you are the sales manager and manager of Treasure and Space Coast Radio, right here on the Treasure Coast and the Space Coast. But now you all dance together, but it was for such a good cause. Explain to people from all over the world that may not even know what this Vero Dancing with the Stars is all about. Who wants to tell me?
Can we start?
You start.
Okay.
That's why they get along together.
Well, the Healthy Start Coalition is, as you know, is a great charity. They do a lot of amazing work here in Indian River County. What's nice about the event is the money stays local.
You
so
bet.
That's kind of cool because they're all local people coming together to support this event. The Healthy Start Coalition, their main objective is to give babies a healthy start. That's the key. So they call up the new moms and say, hey, how can we assist you in so many different facets? It's really pretty involved the way that they work.
Well, it truly is great. I know, Karen, you lined up a segment that we did on my radio show, and we were talking with some of the individuals that worked with Healthy Start. And as she was saying, I think they were right in the middle of one particular campaign at the time, and I loved her phrase when she said, every baby deserves a healthy start. Every baby.
It's their motto, right?
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. And I think this is why, Karen, you really felt it was so important to, broken ankle or not, you were going to learn to dance and do it big time.
Yes, I stepped out of the box. But the great thing about this event is they raise over $322,000, which every year they step it up. So they raise more money every single year.
Yeah.
So next year, obviously.
Oh boy.
No pressure.
No.
You're going to have to be doing some flips with her or something like that. Of course, Joe, you and your darling wife have swing stations, and you teach and you do this right there on 14th Avenue, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a little backstory on that particular organization, or I should say business.
Yeah. Well, we have swing stations, 14th Avenue Dance Studio. We've been in town since 2000, so 15 years now. My wife and I started it in 2000. And we also have Infinite Entertainment, which is a DJ entertainment company.
Aha.
And actually, the Healthy Start Coalition came to me and Sherry at its first conception and said, we want to do a dancing fundraiser
Speaking
event.
of conception.
Yeah. And they asked us what we can do to help support that, and we came up with the concept of this event.
Terrific.
So we were greatly involved from the beginning, and that's why it's dear to our heart as well.
And in this last 30 seconds on this particular part of our show, what made you so interested in dancing?
Well, I really wasn't at first, to be honest with you. So they chose me for 2 years before I decided to do
Because
it.
you're on the board, are you not, for Healthy Start?
Not yet. Well, actually, I'm going to be co-chairing the event next year, which
Aha.
I'm super excited about. So.
Terrific.
You're going to be the chair. Co-chair.
See,
Still, that's pretty good.
Even they're going to learn something here. We're going to take a little break, come back with our final segment of this segment on our show, and talk a little bit more about what really you learned, the type of dance you danced, and what it was like to all of a sudden say, okay, you are the winner. That had to be exciting. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Well, welcome back to our final part of this particular segment, because we're talking with Karen Franke and, of course, Joe Tessler, and they are dancers. Wow. The winners of the recent, and how many annual events has the Dancing with the Stars been?
This is
Seventh. Seventh year. And we have the winners right here. But that took a lot, not only the way you danced, but raising funds as well, right?
I want to say one of the things that is overlooked is it is a 50-50 competition voting. So 50% of your score does come from your dance and the judges' view on that, but also there's a lot of hard work that goes into fundraising, and that accounts for 50% of your score. And if there's a tie, it actually is the tiebreaker. So it's it's great importance placed on that. Of course, all the money is raised for the Healthy Start Coalition and their mission, which is awesome. And this one right here went above and beyond in so many different ways, not just in the dancing, but the fundraising effort was phenomenal that she put together.
And this one is who he's talking about is our own Karen Franke, who always goes way over and beyond. But when you say, what is it, 300 and what thousand?
22.
$322,000 was raised in that one event, which was so much fun. What did you dance? What did you do? I saw it, but tell our viewers.
We did West Coast Swing. West Coast Swing is a modern contemporary, some people call it a contemporary jitterbug. It's based out of Lindy Hop, but it's been modern music. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a smooth dance. It's a funky dance. We danced to a Uptown Funk song, so it had a lot of soul.
Everybody was toe tapping, but I have to say, you had made the remark that you were not going to be doing any one of those classic dances. She already said that. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
She was going to really, absolutely. So what was the song? What was the music like, you say?
Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars was the song, and we edited it specially ourselves so that we could do some fun things. We had a little comic edge to it, if you haven't seen the production. She had a great idea. She calls herself the selfie queen. So we put together a concept for doing a selfie right in the middle of the production.
Right? Sure. Yeah.
Kind of went over.
I think I really was kind of thinking, have they lost their minds?
Because stop the music.
Yes.
So wait a minute.
Yeah. I loved that.
It was great, and actually, it was your idea.
Was it my idea?
It was your idea. Yeah. I'm positive it was your idea.
That memory
I wanted to take credit for it, but it was actually your idea. People thought it was mine, though. So just because.
So she took that. It was okay. Well, everybody, you have to know that the swing stations right there on 14th Avenue here in Vero Beach is where it is all happening. And in one of our other shows, we're going to be talking with your wife, Sherry, and her wonderful partner, Lee Olson, that everybody knows from Waldo's. Wow. Oh, on the deck at Waldo's. And weren't you with the patio at one time? Lee Olson?
18 years.
18 years, yes indeed. So we have a little history there as well. But it is so much fun to have you here. We want to congratulate both of you for not only doing such a wonderful thing of getting Healthy Start Coalition really out and running too, to really help these babies. But Karen, where do you keep your trophy at the station?
I keep it in my office just to remind people that I'm the queen. And I guess eventually I'll take it home, but you know,
I love it. And ladies and gentlemen, she is the queen, I can tell you. Dancing queen and Joe Tessler, so wonderful to have both of you here really to talk about it. And again, the type of dance, it was jitterbug, so are you still jitterbugging, and are you going to do this again next year?
Well, you can only dance once.
Oh,
so no, I won't be doing it again next year.
But you will be chairing the event.
Yes.
Chairing the event, so, and jitterbug is your thing. What's your favorite style of dance?
We do ballroom dancing. Actually, I wanted to say real quick, July 3rd, we're partnering up again. We're working together with Treasure and Space Coast Radio and Swing Station's 14th Avenue Dance Studio to put on a big event at the community center for a Friday night
downtown Friday?
Independence Day dance ball.
Oh, wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that you've seen it, you've met them now, and now you go out there and start toe tapping as well. Thanks so much for being with us, and of course that is Karen Franke and Joe Tessler.